got it. Why is this shit so fucking laggy? Alright, so now with the wild card round out of the way, I think it's time that I rate the worst game I had to sit through all the way to the best game that I had the pleasure of sitting through. Alright, coming in at the worst, obviously, is the Jacksonville Jaguars Buffalo Bills game. This had a lot of hype to it, with the Buffalo Bills breaking their playoff drought of 17, 18 years. And there was a lot of hype with Doug Marrone going up against his former team. The Bills defense coming in, looking to shut out the Jaguars. Jaguars defense looking to do the same. Blake Bortles and Tyrod Taylor looking promising. And LaShawn McCoy and Leonard Fournette as the lead rushing backs looking to rip off big ones. This game was really boring. It was really boring. There was little action from the quarterbacks. The running backs couldn't find some space half the time. The wide receivers, they recovered pretty well, and on plays that they weren't, they dropped some balls, or half the time didn't even react to them. It was just a fucking nightmare to sit through, and a defensive slog too. Like, it gets really boring seeing both of these quarterbacks struggling to make passes when it matters. The only positive I can take away is that rushing touchdown that the Jacksonville Jaguars had to go on top 10-3 and keep the score that way throughout the fourth quarter. But other than that, this was a boring match to go through. And this game really deserved better from both teams. Coming in at the second worst is what many people saw on Saturday night in LA. The Los Angeles Rams going up against the Atlanta Falcons, falling to the Birds 26-13. Now, there was definitely some anticipation for this game to see Los Angeles going back into the playoffs. They won their first NFC West title since 2004. They're going to be facing an experienced Atlanta team. And right out of the gate, a punt, a punt, a fumble that set up an Atlanta, I think it was a touchdown or a field goal, and then another fumble on the ensuing kickoff. And while Todd Gurley certainly had a good game when it comes to the ground, Jared Goff underperformed when it came to his passes, being outpassed by Matt Ryan for touchdown and nothing, or at least one touchdown. But it wasn't even the Robert Woods, who had 142 yards. And with that yardage, you'd expect a touchdown from this guy, since he was one of the leading receivers of the LA Rams during the regular season. So, interesting start, but bland all the rest of the way through, with a predictable outcome in favor of Atlanta. Now that we got the worst of the worst out of the way, let's go to the best of the best, starting in with the second best game to watch. The New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Coming off of two regular season bouts, you'd expect Carolina to step up in New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, and we'd expect some competition right away. Well, not only did this show give us a lot of interesting plays, but it also gave us some dynamic plays down the field with Drew Brees hitting Ted Ginn for an 80-yard touchdown for the first strike, Graham Gano missing a field goal from about 25 yards out, and the New Orleans Saints defense, who in the final minutes looked calm and poised, even with Cam Newton's intentional grounding, which why would Riverboat Ron argue with the call? You could see he was clearly in the pocket at the time. And then the drop that would have been a touchdown, but it was either tipped away or he couldn't hold on to it. And when you're down by like 12 points or 9 points, you really got to step up your game. And luckily, New Orleans was able to survive Carolina's final roar for a nice 31-26 win. Now, the game of the week. The game of the week that people absolutely have to look back on. Absolutely have to look back on for the 2017 wild card. You know it. You all love it. It's the game that made Alex Smith and Andy Reid look like jackasses for the last time. The Tennessee Titans getting a Music City win against Kansas City in the Arrowhead Stadium. 22-21. What can I say about this game? You have Alex Smith, who has thrown for over 156 yards and a pair of passing touchdowns in the first quarter. Then goes on to to add another touchdown in the second quarter with about 3 seconds left in the half. You have the Derek Thomas hit on Marcus Mariota that knocked him back and gave the Titans a field goal instead of a great pass that probably could have led to a touchdown. You have Derrick Henry running his ass off against the Chiefs in the second quarter to get a rushing touchdown. You have Mariota throwing a pass towards the end zone. It gets batted back, and then he catches it for his own receiving touchdown. Then you have the Eric Decker redemption story with him dropping a ball somewhere in the first half and then coming back for a potential game-winning catch in the end zone for a touchdown to put the Titans up 22-21 minus the failed two-point conversion. Then you have the Titans who, after so many tries, finally stop Alex Smith in the clutch when they need it. And this is when Travis Kelce got hurt as well. And they had to go with a backup tight end to hopefully get some big plays as well. You have the dynamic trio of Tyreek Hill, what was his name? Kareem Hunt, and fuck, what was his name? I said it a while ago. Why can't I remember? Shit. It's uh let's see. You have Tyreek Hill, Kareem Hunt, and Travis Kelce, who kept the Titans on their ass in the first half. You have Tennessee running zone blitzes that the Pittsburgh Steelers ran against the Chiefs about 2 months ago in the regular season, mind you. Dick LeBeau picking up from the Steelers' strategy to beat the Chiefs. And you have the Marcus Mariota block that allowed Derrick Henry to get the game-winning first down to seal a victory for the Titans and move them on into the divisional round where they'll be taking on Foxborough and the New England Patriots. What more can you say about this game except dynamic play, highlight after highlight, players creating highlights of their own? I mean, if this game isn't ranked one of the best games in the 2017 season and get the TV ratings up, then I don't know what else will. Probably the Super Bowl if the Eagles and Titans are in. But either way, Titans and Chiefs, I cast that as my nomination for best game ever in the 2017 NFL season. And it should definitely be worth all the praise I'm giving it right now. So, there's my worst to my best, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, this is 64 Beastie Man, beasting out.